What is up, dudes? It's your boy, Private Python, and I'm coming at you live from the River of Salami. And this is going to be a review on a Beyblade that I never actually bought because I just realized how much, wow, that was unintentional. But I'm Private Python, going to do a review on a Beyblade that I didn't actually buy on a channel that I probably shouldn't even have. I don't know, I didn't mean to do this, but okay. Anyways, Buster Xcalibur. It's much like Xeno Excalibur in the sense that I didn't buy it because it's pretty bad. The layer is... I feel like the layer is only 18 point something grams, so it's not even that heavy even for a CHO layer. There's plenty of things that are heavier than it. Apparently all of them are defective too, or the vast majority of them are. So it has a sword that can be in either normal mode where it can slide back and forth, or either it's locked in place in the retracted position, or Buster mode where it's locked in the extended position. If I have pictures, I will show them, if I can find pictures online, I'll show them as the video is going on, but I actually don't have the layer. And apparently when you put it in Buster mode, it doesn't actually stay in Buster mode, as in the sword will slide back in, and it'll become it'll slide in or slide out, and that just throws off the balance of the whole layer. Gives it no attack power. I think the only thing it would even have over something like Excalibur would be the weight, and I don't know, Excalibur's already 16 point something grams, right? So I don't know, not too big of a difference. But either way, it's unbalanced, the gimmick doesn't work, it's got some bad attack power, its stamina's pretty horrible. I don't know if the teeth are good or not, but good teeth aren't gonna save this layer. Some people thought it was better than winning Valkyrie for KO attack, but I feel that was just, oh, this is the new release, people were gonna try it out, and then I saw one person use it in one round in deck format ever, and then I never saw it used ever again. No one talked about it, people just kind of forgot about it, so while people still use things like Winning Valkyrie, Dead Hades, CHO Valkyrie, stuff like that. So I think it's pretty safe to say, even if I don't have it, that it's not a very good layer. And the disc is one. I'm actually going to include the dagger frame with it. The Buster Excalibur DLC that was released in... I think it was the triple booster set that was released on the same day as Buster Excalibur. And it was designed to make you get this because, oh, this is the frame that they use in the anime. And I think they made it in some later random booster, which is where I got this purple one from. But the disc is 1'Dagger, which is basically just one, which apparently is kind of useful on some attack combos, but I haven't found it to be more so than 7 or 8 or 8' or 0 or 00 or any of the other competitive discs that people use. Even this 4-star one, yes. The only good thing about it is, I think Trainiac J noticed this, is that the underside of it is completely smooth, or pretty much completely smooth. It's got obviously this little place where you can hold the frame or put the frame on, and then these little, I don't know if you can even see them, but there's these two ridges here on either side of it. But it's pretty smooth. I don't think it's as smooth as 10 or 00. I haven't looked at 00 in a while. It's a little smoother than 00, but either way, I think just between the weight and the unbalanced nature and the weird design, it's just not worth using over any of them, even for attack, where it could throw off your sliding shoot pattern. Who knows? The frame dagger, on the other hand, is actually, I find it to be the best frame for Dead Hades, personally. just because depending on what disc you use, it lines up really well with it. So I think this is the first dash disc, so this review is going to be longer than I thought, because I'm also going to point out something interesting I noticed about the dash discs. So here is the normal one. As you can see, the place where you put the frame is near the tabs of the disc. So when you like put Dagger on... Oh wait, never mind, this is still a thing, but I did it backwards. Hold on just a second. We're having some technical difficulties. Okay, so we're back. So 1 and 1'Dash. This is a God Series core disc, and this is a CHO core disc. They both have the a CHO Series Dash core disc. I'll find my words eventually, but they both have the place where you put the frame near the tabs on the disc that go into the layer. So when you put the frame on, it'll line up with the sword point on these. I don't know if that was intentional or like intentionally made for 1'Dash, but that's how it is with the God core disc and the CHO Dash core discs. This is also the same for 8 and 8'Dash. You can see that the frame thing is near the tab on both of these. And this changes the way that the points on Dagger will line up with some layers. So I think it doesn't line up as well with dead hit ease on 8'Dash. Because if you look at a CHO series non-dash core disc, like 00 here, you'll see that the tabs are 90 degrees different from, or the tabs are 90 degrees different from the place where you put the frame on. And this causes Dagger to line up better with things like Dead Hades, which is something I noticed just because of that one combo. I actually noticed it with Twin Nemesis, actually, when I was trying to line up Glaive with it. And I noticed that it worked on 5, but not with 11. But yeah, that's something interesting that this is gonna be the one thing worth watching this video for. This interesting tidbit. But yeah, Dagger's good for two-sided attack layers, or like oval-shaped two-sided attack layers. Like I can see it being good on Twin Nemesis if Burst Limited ever happens, and it's good on Dead Hades. I like it a lot on that. And then finally, the driver is Sword. It's a super tall metal jaggy. I think it's almost as tall as Tower. The tip is jaggy, which is pretty bad. It has these weird metal things on the side that don't really do anything. Despite being metal, its stamina isn't that great just because of the tip shape. Like, the closest you can get to fixing jaggy is either making it rubber or putting that destroy ring around it. And even then, I don't even like using destroy that much. Or R2F, or Jolt, whatever. And there's some people that even say like, oh, Sword has a super weak spring. I'm not sure if that's true or not. It feels a bit weaker than my, it feels a little bit weaker than my normal Extreme, but I don't even know why they would intentionally make the spring on such a bad driver weaker, just to they wanted to make sure nobody ever used this ever. Sword is, it's quite possibly the worst driver ever made in Beyblade Burst. I'm gonna go out and say it, just because between the maybe intentionally weak spring, just the weird side protrusions that just scrape and don't do anything, the super tallness, which makes it easy to destabilize and keeps the layer from actually like hitting things, and just the overall shape of the tip, it's so bad. Like, Buster Xcalibur is just a mess. It's like Xeno Excalibur all over again. The layer sucks. The disc is like maybe okay. I think Magnum is actually more useful this time than like 1' ever will be. And then Impact is like Sword. I think at least Impact has, you can kind of use it for attack. Sword just sucks. But like overall, it's basically Xeno Excalibur X2. Buster Excalibur is so bad. This is why I didn't buy it. So I think, like I mentioned, that triple booster set is going to be, was released on that same day, and it has the Hazard Kirbyus in it. The only new part of that is, well, the dagger frame which went over here, and then Hazard Kirbyus, the layer, and then Wolborg. I'll probably make a whole separate video for those later, but it's not going to be a very long one, because, yeah. I'll see you guys next time.